Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the lightweight bout between Scott Holtzman versus Mateusz Gamrot. And how I see this one right here is let me first say, you might sometimes picture Holtzman as just a striker with some power, a little pop to his hands, got some hot sauce on those hands with those punches and put them on you. But at first he used to really mix in his wrestling and grappling a lot more, but you have not seen it as much. Takedown defense used to be real solid. It's still pretty solid, but kind of dropping. It's gone, especially in that Nick Lentz fight. Nick Lentz was able to get a lot of takedowns, especially a couple takedowns when he was flat out had no energy, was getting takedowns on him and was able to control him. That's a bad fight, like a low light in his career to have lost that way to Nick Lentz. I'm not saying Nick Lentz is a bad fighter, but to be able to have him dead to rights on the feet, but him able to get takedowns even when he's dead tired on you, and you're supposed to be this well-rounded fighter, was not a good look. But one thing I'll say about Scott Holtzman, he used to be a cardio person, but I feel like his cardio has waned a bit. He used to go for a lot of takedowns early on in his UFC career, maybe because of people he was fighting, but also it's been like almost 10 years and he is pushing 40 now. And a lot of times those wrestlers or any grapplers or anybody that wants to grapple, a lot of times, unless you're just like some BJJ god or some wrestling god or some guy that was just always a cardio machine, a lot of times when you start getting at a certain age, your wrestling cardio just really starts to suffer, and I think that's the case. And really his cardio in general starts to suffer. I'm not saying he's a low cardio person, but he's not a guy out there that's going to really be wrestling as much out there or being able to deal with or enforce wrestling on people that long. And where I'm going with this one, I feel like Mateusz Gamrot is a younger fighter, like 30, like hitting his prime or right around his prime. Good, well-blended skill set. I would definitely give Scott Holtzman the striking advantage, but I want to say Gamrot is far behind, or even in the case of who's better or this and that, I think different. I mean, I feel like Holtzman can have more success in his striking as far as in this fight. But I think Gamrot blends his skill set together much better. I think he's much more well-rounded and getting younger and in his prime, whereas Holtzman is looking at the door almost as far as age-wise. I think really this fight will come down to the fact that I think Gamrot or Mateusz Gamrot can push and maintain the highest, or Mateusz Gamrot can push a higher pace, maintain it, mix in the wrestling, get some control, smother him in the clinch, work on takedown, try to drag him to the ground. Maybe have some earlier adversity trying to get it down, like as far as some issues, struggle to get it to the ground, but as the fight goes on, starts to get those takedowns more control on him, weigh on him, pepper him with shots, and get stronger as the fight goes on, whereas Holtzman's going to start to start to drain and get tired from the wrestling pace and the pressure of really the grappling of Gamrot. But I think, like I said, as the fight goes on, Gamrot's going to get stronger, but Holtzman at this age can't really maintain that pace, maintain that wrestling, maintain that type of fight for too long. And Gamrot can. That's really comes down to it. I think Gamrot's gonna fight a smart fight, mixing the striking, probably throw some high kicks, keep his hands loaded up, then try to duck under, throw some takedowns, drag him to the cage, wear on him, lean on him, make him feel his weight, put his head up under head control, and try to drag him down and just really weigh on him and take him to the later rounds. Does he drown him? I don't think so, but I do think he beats him to a clear-cut decision, just limiting his tools and taking the area where he'll have the advantage and to fight a style of fight that he'll have the advantage in, and just drain out Holtzman and beat him to a decision. So in this one, I got Mateusz Gamrot via decision.